Hi, fourth grade math. Today we are going to be starting a new unit, unit number 9, and it is on coordinate planes and changes in quantities. So the things that you'll need are your 4B math book and these smartboard slides that I sent to your parents. We will also practice some IXL at the end, so make sure you have your 4B math workbook with a pencil, the smartboard slides, and you will need IXL as well. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so that you can see our lesson. And we will view slideshow. Okay, and we have a Star Wars theme today. So all you Star Wars fans, you're welcome. Unit 9, coordinate graphs and changes in quantities. And we're starting with chapter 1, which is how to use a coordinate grid. Our objective today, I can use a coordinate grid to find ordered pairs or coordinates. And some new vocabulary that you may not have heard before in math are grid, coordinates, an ordered pair, and axis. We're going to be working with two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. And so with math, we always try to figure out why our topic is important to study in the real world. So what does a coordinate grid and what do coordinates do for us in the real world? Well, they help us to find absolute locations. I want you to imagine a pilot that is flying to somewhere in Europe. Well, not now because of the coronavirus, but post-coronavirus, a pilot who is flying and he needs to get his passengers safely to his destination in France. And the directions tell him to fly east and north, or fly north to west. Well, the first question the pilot is going to ask is how far, right? He needs to know his end point, right? So we might say 30 degrees east and 20 degrees north, okay? So it gives us an exact location so we're able to find things easily. And our globe and our maps, as you know, make up latitude and longitude lines. Okay, so it kind of connects to geography in a bit, and you'll see maps in your homework. Here is what a coordinate plane or graph looks like. There are 4 quadrants in this graph. Okay, so you know quadrant has the root quad, which means 4, similar to a quadrilateral shape, which has 4 sides. So we'll be working in the first quadrant today, but I want you to know it starts at the top right is first, then go left, second, down, third, to the right, fourth. So 4 boxes. And we have a set of perpendicular lines, don't we? So you see one line that's running vertically and another line that's running horizontally. Okay? This line that's running horizontally here is called the x-axis. So horizontal x, and the line that runs vertically up and down is going to be the y-axis. Okay? That's very important to know that x goes this way and y goes this way. Okay? Think of the stem of your letter y has to be a straight line. Okay? All right, so I have a blue dot and a red dot on my screen, okay? And this represents location, right? So let's say the blue dot is a person and the red dot is a church and they wanna walk to the church. So they need to know how far they need to go. First, I'm going to move my blue line to the right. And I'm gonna go all the way until I stop, and then I'm gonna go up. So I follow my x-axis first, and I count the lines, not the spaces, okay? So, and then we'll go up, we'll count the lines up. All right, so I'm gonna take my pen, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so they went 12 spaces horizontally on the x-axis. And how many do we need to go up? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as an ordered pair, it would look like 12, 3. Okay, 12 comma 3. So 12 on my x-axis and 3 on my y-axis. And notice we are always going to start at 0, 0. That's called the origin, right? Origin is where things begin, where things start, right? Like Genesis is the origin, the creation story of the Bible. And so 0, 0 is our starting point always, okay? All right, so our ordered pair here, the red dot is at 12 comma 3. And I'll show you how that looks. So if I were to write it, let's use a magenta, 12. This magic pen is a little difficult to use. 3. So I'm going to read the top of my page here. Before we continue, let's make sure we understand how to write coordinates correctly. First, we write the coordinate for the horizontal axis, the x-axis. Then we write the coordinate for the vertical axis, the y-axis. So I went 12 spaces horizontally and 3 vertically. So I always put x first. 12, 3. So think of it this way. We have to walk before we can fly. Walk before we can fly. Now, if you messed up and put 312, it would send you in a completely different opposite direction in a different quadrant, okay? So very important that we always write the x first. Notice how the format of the ordered pair is. This coordinate, 12, 3, has a parentheses, number, comma, number, parentheses. That is the correct way to write coordinates. Okay, so again, coordinates or ordered pairs will look like this. 8, 3, that means I went 8 spaces horizontally and 3 vertically, and 6, 0. So what if there's a 0? That means that I am not moving at all up. I am staying on my x-axis. I am not moving at all. Okay? All right, so let's practice writing the coordinates. I have my perpendicular set of lines here, and I have to start at the origin. So I have this black line here that's intersecting this blue line here. So we'll start at our origin. Let's find the yellow coordinate first. We have to walk before we can fly. So 1 over, 1 up. So our ordered pair here would be 1, 1. Let's use red. Simple. Okay, now we start back at our origin where those perpendicular lines intersect, and we're going to find the blue dot now. So we're going to go left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he went 9 spots horizontally. It's a funky looking 9. All right, and did they move off the horizontal line? No, so we just put 0. That looks more like a potato than a 0, but oh well. Okay, then we're gonna find the purple. Okay, so we start walking first to the left and then up. So we start from our origin right here. I'll go ahead and write a little dot here so we know where we're starting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8. Yep, stop there. And then up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our ordered pair looks like this. 8, 6. Okay. Now, what do you think would happen if instead of moving up, we went down? What do you think would happen to the numbers? They would become negative. So anytime I'm moving up from my origin, it's going to be a positive number. Anytime I'm going down, it will be a negative number. Same with to the right is positive, to the left is negative. Just like a number line in our regular integers, it's the same as a coordinate graph. Okay, we're going to skip that slide for now. All right, let's go to this slide. I have these little items. They don't have to be dots all the time. They can be fun characters. So I already put the answers at the top for you. So I have a witch, a bug, a chick, a flower, and some soup. So I have to find the ordered pair for each of the following. I start with my x-axis. So I want to find the witch first. I go over 12, and I go up 6. So my ordered pair is 12, 6, and notice that I started at the origin here. Okay, we'll do one more. Let's do the bug. We start going horizontally. We stop at 2. We go up 4. Our ordered pair is 2, 4. Okay. All right, so quick review. In an ordered pair, the first number tells us how far to move horizontally, and the second number tells us how far to move vertically. And the numbers in an ordered pair are called the coordinates, and they fall on a coordinate grid that kind of looks like a map. You could also call it a coordinate plane. We also learned that the horizontal line on a coordinate plane is called the x-axis, okay? And the vertical line is the y-axis. All right, now you will need your workbook, your 4B workbook. So I'm going to share my screen with you once more in a second, but this is the page that you'll need, 107, exercise 1. It has a little map, and you will also flip the page and you will be working on 108. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you all. Desktop. All right, so take a few moments, pause, work on page 107, and when you're done, you can press play again. Page 107 and 108, excuse me, and I will reveal the answers to you. So pause, work on the pages, and then click play. Okay, so hopefully you guys just worked on your page numbers. I know that this is a little blurry, so I'm going to read the answers to you. On page 107, letter A, is Laketown at 6'3" or 3'6"? The answer was 3'6". You had to find the ordered pair for the Granite Mountain. That was at 7'8". The Silver Lake was at 1'7". The Forest was at 5'5", and the Power Station was at 2'4". You also had to draw a river that started at 7'8" and ended at 6'12". So the river's in blue. That's what it should look like. And you also had to do the church on 5'8". Okay. So you had to mark out the location of the church. If you drew it, that's fine. Or if you just wanted to do a little dot to represent the church, you can as well. Okay. For page 108, you were given a bunch of ordered pairs you had to plot, and you were given an image to create. So for number 3, you should have had this image. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kind of looks like almost an octagon with a little trapezoid at the bottom. And for number 4, you actually made a sailboat if you got all the ordered pairs correctly. Okay, very good. The last thing that we're going to do to review is we're going to practice with IXL. You will do this skill in a bit. I'm going to share my screen with you all. This is skill I1, and you are looking for objects on a coordinate plane. Okay, and they give you shapes to find. Number 1, answer with me. What is the x-coordinate of the green pentagon? They only want x, so I'm only going horizontally. So the pentagon is at 5, so I type in 5, submit. Great job. Now they want the y-coordinate of the green triangle. So this time I'm only looking at it vertically, so I look to my left, and the y-coordinate is at 1. Let's do 2 more. What is the x-coordinate of the blue heart? Remember, horizontal, and it is all the way over at 10. You got it. And last one, what is the x-coordinate of the blue triangle? Horizontally, we go over 1, submit. Brilliant. Okay, you can continue this to practice and try to get that SMART score of at least 80 and that super SMART score of 90 to 100. Okay, thank you for paying attention to this lesson. We will continue to work with ordered pairs, and the next lesson will be working more towards the lower quadrants, which we will be working on negative numbers. Okay, all right. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.